You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes, I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us, and that's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012, I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can, and everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke, I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own, ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name, I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a, ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just wanna keep us broke, cause they ain't putting none in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn, we complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't wanna see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor, or the governor, and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws, they just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch, yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do, okay y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws, they the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president. Now the 3rd branch is the judicial, that's judges. They the reason why John Crawford and Trayvon ain't had justice. So when Meek Mill got locked up just for popping willies, we blame the judge and not the city when they let her get voted in, cause they ain't know who to vote against. Imagine life on the other side. Roads better, schools better, everybody get their license back, grocery store food better, custody of your kids back, homeless people get new shelters. If we gon' fix the U.S., we gotta start with them 2 letters, me and you. Somebody told us that the government wanna keep us broke, but the only reason why those people in the government is cause we ain't vote. And I ain't talking about the president, I'm talking about the ones we ain't know. See, they was gonna try to keep it low, but it's gonna hurt them when they see the pros.
Every time you stay home, someone is making a decision about you, making decisions about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food your kids eat, and how much money you bring home every 2 weeks. So every time you sit out an election, every time you don't show up because you think it doesn't matter, someone else is happy that you didn't show up, so they can make that decision for you. Vote.
Enough electoral votes, more than 270, more than enough to become the 44th President of the United States. He will be the first African-American President of the United States.
I've been broke all my life, but I kept hope all them nights. You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes, I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us, and that's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012, I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can, and everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke, I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own, ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name, I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a, ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just wanna keep us broke, cause they ain't putting none in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn, we complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't wanna see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing.
This episode of the Cab Grand Rising Show is brought to you by Autochthonous Assembly, where the real work gets done. For the first-time visitors who may be wondering who Autochthonous Assembly is, Autochthonous Assembly, or A2 for short, is a gathering of minds that do the work. A2 is a non-profit organization dedicated to raising up Indigenous Americans' voices by using genealogy, also known as family history or family tree. Genealogy is the study of families and the tracing of their lineages in history. Genealogists use oral interviews, historical records, genetic analysis, and other records to obtain information about a family and to demonstrate kinship and pedigrees of its members. Autochthonous Assembly's core values are the foundation of its company, essential to its success, and serves as the lens through which it evaluates every business decision. The core values are integrity, know and do what is right, respect, treating others the way you want to be treated, responsibility, embrace opportunities to contribute, servant leadership, serve the common good. Along with a key emphasis on genealogy, A2 is also committed to providing our communities with information and access to available grants and funding through the Department of Housing and Urban Development, the United States Department of Agriculture, the Farm Service Agency, and other departments and agencies that offer programs to help them become self-sufficient. Building on a strong community reputation, Autochthonous Assembly continues to strengthen the growth of the relationship and development of our communities. Peace and Grand Rising.
Warning, warning, warning. Hard hats, pickaxe, shovels, boots required.
Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Peace, peace, peace. Hope all is well. How's the panel doing this rising?
And everyone, how you doing?
No complaints. Woke up feeling well rested at 4 something in the rising.
Just here putting the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together. Hope all is well.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. Was going through a couple of stories and stuff that broke. Then a lot of misinformation that was out there.
That's why the stories broke.
Yeah, normally. Normally.
You mean like the headline, what's in the headlines now? What is taking place in your neck of the woods in Georgia that actually happened, but since the COVID-19 pandemic broke out, it got pushed back until now. Those type of stories.
Mm-hmm. Basically, a lot of people talking about the Ahmaud Arbery case without no information or details, pushing false information out there. And I'm talking about our own people, not even knowing that arrest has been made, charges have been filed, and there was a process because of the situation that was going on. But then if you don't live in Georgia and you don't know the laws of Georgia, you wouldn't know.
You mean like now because it's the headlines that you're not going to find a jury of 12 that are unbiased? You like something like that?
Yeah, and people don't realize that's why they was trying to keep it on the hush. Because once you spread it all out there, just like you said, how are you going to find an unbiased jury? How? You done turned this into a black and white issue when it was really a right and wrong issue. We got to be cautious and realize when we get emotional, we cause more harm. I mean, I'm in Georgia, right around the corner from it, and y'all don't hear me. You never heard me speak about it online, on the air, because let them people do their proper investigation so charges can be filed and justice can be served. But if we go and we spread it, we put it out there, we keep circulating it, then people get an impression of the case before they even get to hear the facts. This is this new thing, what they call making you guilty in the public opinion. So by the time you get to court, it's already been set in stone. Just sad. And all the people that are saying they're doing it for justice, well, my question to you, have you contacted the man's family? Matter of fact, have you even been in Georgia? Have you even went to Waycross? But everybody's so concerned. If you're so concerned, why are y'all talking about it now? This happened February 23rd. We're in May.
Sound like they behind. They don't know what they talking about.
Bingo. That's the crazy part, not knowing no details and just saying it. And like I said again, what end up happening in these type of cases, we let ourselves become emotional. Yes, injustice was done and justice need to be served. But we have to be mindful how we act moving forward with it, because our actions and what we do, again, can help or hurt the situation, especially when you're pushing out information, trying to get people emotional, trying to get people to react a particular way. Now you then planted the seed to how somebody's going to view the situation. Then someone sees how this person acts towards it, and that forms their interpretation of how they should look at the situation. And everybody's doing this with no facts.
You know, Bones, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, you mentioned something earlier, and it's really valid. If they really care, have they contacted the family? Have they contacted the family to see what they can do to help?
No, they haven't.
Not to argue, not to incite, not to instigate. Have they contacted the family to see what they can do to help? Have they contacted the community to see what they can do to help? Because if you really care, you're not just going to run your mouth. You're going to help. That's just my thoughts. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong.
And getting on the public platform and talking about it is not helping, y'all. You're helping people form an opinion about a case before the facts even come out. You can have good intentions, very good intentions on spreading the story, but you have to put those emotions aside and think for a second. Court cases are supposed to be non-biased of your peers. How is that going to happen now? Can anybody explain that to me?
You can't, because everybody's heard about it. It's too late.
That's why I say again, we have to pump the brakes and stop allowing ourselves to be triggered by emotions. So now the two individuals turn around and get off, you're going to blame the system, not realizing we make the system work against us when we get too emotional. And I'm not saying because people got emotional and spread the story that it's right, but you have to think of the damages that's done now. You don't formulate an opinion and the audience mind towards this case, again, without facts. Because how many facts can you have when they haven't released all the facts yet? They don't even know how the tape got released. The defense attorney released the tape. Why do you think the defense attorney released the tape? To get you to react a particular way in their favor now. Because we get emotional, we want to riot, we make the population think and view us in a particular light now. Opinions are already formed. Case over before it even started. Again, let's slow it down, step back, and use common sense sometimes before we keep making our situations worse and worse and worse for ourselves. Well, other than that, another good day yesterday. A couple of more SBA calls. Got a couple of calls coming in today for USDA loans. So everything's looking good.
I just thought about something. You know how you can self-identify? On anything? When you self-identify as not thinking you know something, when you self-identify as thinking you know law, can you self-identify responsibility behind it too? The outcome?
You should, if you're going to put your neck out there.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, can you, when you self-identify what you think you know, or you know something, can you self-identify being responsible?
Yep, if you want to be an attorney, but you can go ahead and knock yourself out because you can get sued for not having a license to practice law, just like you can claim to be a doctor and you can get sued for not having a license to practice medicine. So knock yourself out.
And we mentioned that last night, that once we got off air, that it's funny that you would take legal advice from somebody on a YouTube channel. So my question is to you, would you let that same person do an operation on you just because they read it online?
Didn't we talk about that? Look, I got the picture off the book. I got the diagram. We good.
Not on me. You ain't gonna experiment.
Wait, I think I took the wrong thing out. What's this extra part? What's this extra organ?
No, I'm good.
And we all know shade tree mechanics. because I used to use them regularly. But the
Mm.
one thing I never let a shade tree mechanic work on were my brakes. Never.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I'm not playing because I want to be able to stop. I
Hmm.
can go and the car can shake or whatever. If it gets to certain miles per hour, I'm good. But I need to be able to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a certain level to where you have to stop dealing with shade tree attorneys, shade tree lawyers, shade tree doctors. You got to go see the real deal.
Hmm.
You're going to pay a little bit more, but it's going to be worth it in the end.
What's that saying? You get what you pay for?
Yep.
And what's so funny, my homeboy Courtney went through this situation yesterday, y'all. He got speakers that he put in his truck. He buys a $300 amp from off the street.
Mm-hmm.
Has somebody from off the street hook up said amp. 15 minutes later, he realized he smelled something burning. He looked in the rearview mirror. There's smoke coming out the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
Burnt up the amp and every speaker in the vehicle, just to have to turn around to go to the professionals to pay $875 per speaker.
Oh, no. See, he didn't do it right. See, if it was me, what I would have done was I would have put some type of insulation, and then I'd have put a piece of paper, bought up paper next to it. See, he didn't do it right.
And don't nobody ever realize that what I would have done always come after the fact.
Hmm.
I mean, what you would have done can't help what was already done.
Yep. Never proactive, always reactive.
Nah, I paid a little extra bit of money just to know if something go down, I can take it back to somebody and they're gonna fix it.
Man, for real. Look, what you want? How much? All right. You got a license? You a legal business? You got certificates too? Went to school? Okay. Oh, okay. So you went to school and got licenses to say, look, this is my fee. Oh, okay. Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's not enough Glade, Febreze, nor Pine Tree air freshener to get that burnt smell out of his car.
Nope. I couldn't do nothing but laugh, y'all. And some of y'all know me. I laughed so hard. I was literally on the grass and dirt laughing.
Oh, no. See, he didn't do it right. See, where was the wires at? Where the wires go? Where? I think it was the wires. So if I would have did that, man, look.
For the next month, every time he get out, he gonna smell like a hot pressing cone. It's over, man.
Yeah, that's who pulled up on me this rising when we was talking with all the windows down.
Oh wow, yeah. That's gonna be constant.
They know my motto. I'm paying that little bit of extra.
I said it's a wrap because by the time the damage has been done, because from the time that it started till he smelled it in the passenger seat, in the driver's seat, from the trunk to the front of the car, it's over.
Yeah, it's done. When I say burnt up all the speakers, all the speakers.
And all he can do is get mad because he can't ask for the money back when the damage is done.
Mm-hmm. That he was sitting out there with me, like, man, I just lost $300 to spend $875.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
For 2 more speakers. Gotta wait on the door speakers. When I say burnt all the speakers. Ones in the trunk, in the door, yeah. It was one of them things where you drop your car off, you don't call them, they'll call you. I said another very interesting day. Oh, they tried to get me, Gabrielle. They tried to get me.
How?
Thought they were gonna sucker me into a basketball game.
Oh, I told you. Space Jams, they coming for you.
Now they started mixing it up now. Now they got like 30-year-olds, two 30-year-olds, a 21, a 17, and I think the other one like 14.
Oh yeah, they coming for you.
You finna throw a little bit of everything at you now. I'm not going out there. I got stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, it's Space Jams. They got their basketball. I heard you was the best in this community.
Well, that's it. No, y'all getting this a little bit too serious. It's time for me to hang my shoes up for good.
Huh, Brittany? Okay. I'll be there in a second. All right. Hey, I gotta go, y'all. Who you talking to? Yeah. See, we got this whole telepathy thing going on.
If it's time to hang it back up. Like I said, it's a good community.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it in for nothing in the world. I'm glad that I moved here and they accepted me as one of their own ever since.
Yeah.
Trying to get the grown-ups to play baseball. I might have to record that one for y'all.
All I'm saying is save me some seeds because I will be there to get them. Save me some plants.
No problem.
Some dirt, some clay, some sand, some wood.
Oh yeah, we in Georgia.
You name it.
We ain't running out of clay, dirt, and trees no time soon.
Man.
Like around here, buy dirt. What you mean buy dirt?
I'm coming with a truck and a tarp and some bungee cords. Wait, are they called? What is those hook things that are bungee?
Yeah, the bungee cords, yeah.
They are bungee? Okay, I wasn't sure if I was saying it right.
Since we're talking about farming, leading in today's topic, let me get the link so I can drop it off in the chat. And it's funding resources for beginning farmers.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, we ain't gonna play with it. If there's information out there that we can use to rebuild our communities, we're gonna put it out there and use it. I don't know what they're gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Put it in. I got the link in the chat, pulling it up on screen real quick. All right, on screen, and we can start whenever you're ready. This is going to be another goodie.
Okay. Ooh, beginning farmers. And just a reiteration, if you have not logged onto their website and signed up, go ahead and sign up for SCORE. Just saying.
It's free.
It's free. Go ahead and check their website out too. Just saying.
And how long did it take for them to respond back to you, Gabrielle?
I think like 10 minutes, if that.
Oh, fast, but not as fast as Enrique's SBA application. They be moving, y'all. I don't know what y'all waiting on.
Yeah, for real. Like, if you're serious about it, you're gonna be about it.
Mm-hmm.
Beginningfarmers.org. Funding resources for farmers, loans, grants. Funding resources for farmers, loans, and grants are often crucial to starting a new farm business. This page contains comprehensive information about finding financial help for starting your farm business. It is also important to be aware that farm business planning is usually an essential component for obtaining funding for either loans or grants for farm enterprises. We encourage you to visit our farm business planning page to learn more about how to develop a business plan. How the funding resources for farmers page is organized. Oh, okay. There's some steps. Hold on.
You better work.
Oh my goodness, this is some steps. All right, number 1. We begin with a list of information, resources about federal loan programs administered through the USDA's Farm Service Agency, FSA. What? They talking about USDA and FSA. All right. Number 2. Next, we provide information about other federal funding options. Number 3. Then we list a number of links to other public and private organizations which provide information about loans, grants, and financial management, both for farming and for research on farm and academic. Some are specific to beginning farmers, while others are not, and some are focused on particular geographical regions, while most are not. Number 4, the next section lists beginning farmer loans and development programs administered by individual states. Number 5, we then provide information about the Farm Credit Cooperative System and how it may assist beginning farmers. Number 6, finally, we have links to several private lenders, several of which offer loans specifically geared towards beginning farmers. Number 1, USDA Farm Service Agency FSA loan programs. General information on all FSA loan programs, microloans fact sheet, beginning farmer and rancher development loan program fact sheet, youth loans, socially disadvantaged farmer or rancher contract land program, emergency loans, the plain language guide to applying for a Farm Service Agency FSA loan, published by the New Entry Sustainable Farming Project. The National Young Farmers Coalition also publishes a FSA loans guidebook to help you navigate the federal loan process. Number 2, more on federal financing options. The National Sustainable Agriculture Coalition's Guide to USDA Funding for Local and Regional Food Systems is a great resource which discusses grants and loans from the Community Outreach and Assistance Partnership Program, Special Crop Block Grants, Farmers Market Promotions Program, Federal State Marketing Improvement Program, Beginning Farmer and Rancher Development Program, also see above, Community Food Projects Competitive Grant Program, Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education, SARE, Value Added Producer Grants, Rural Business Enterprise Grants, Rural Business Opportunity Grants, Rural Cooperative Development Grants, Community Facilities Grant Program, Small Socially Disadvantaged Producer Grants, Business and Industry Guaranteed Loan Programs, Outreach and Assistance to Socially Disadvantaged Farmers and Ranchers, as well as regional resources.
And I tell you, there's over thousands.
Mm-hmm.
or not to mention each one of these are hot links.
Oh yeah. My bad. All hot links, hot links, hot links, hot links, hot
I mean,
links.
fire. I mean, to the
Even
point.
the titles.
Yeah,
Hot
a hot link. Yeah, don't even call the fire department because it's that hot. Nothing they can do
Oh
about
my
it.
goodness! You know what I just realized? It's all purple for me.
You don't see mine on the screen all purple?
Yeah. Hold on. I just realized this. Hold on. This thing is all purple. Hold on. From.
When I told you, don't give me no information and think I ain't gonna use it and spread it around.
I mean, I just scrolled all the way down to the bottom. It is all purple. Okay. So I guess I've been reading and clicking.
Yeah, just a little bit. How David Corey said, just a little something.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Just trying.
Yeah. The Conservation Stewardship Program, administered through the National Resource Conservation Service, NRCS, provides important funding resources for farmers with areas that are not in agriculture production, and a list of all NRCS programs which provide funds for a wide variety of conservation projects, initiatives, and activities can be found at https://www.nrcs.usda.gov/programs/.
Hold on. So you mean even if you're a farmer and you live in areas that are not agricultural production areas, there's still help for you?
You know what? Here's the thing. I called and talked with planning and zoning in my city. Okay. Now, they don't necessarily have anything for agriculture, but they do have, if you do raised beds, that can be an option. Now, if your city doesn't have it to where, again, you can farm in the land, but you can do raised beds, it would be best, again, call down to your city planning and zoning city manager and find out what's what. Find out what you can do within your city. Most times, and I can only go, I'll speak from, I was referred to, okay, this is what you can do on your property. Outside of this, we have no say so. Contact the USDA. I'm just saying. I'm reading. The National Sustainable Agriculture Information Service, ATTRA, provides a list of federal, state, and local grant programs, regional funding sources, private lenders, and more, listed in calendar form. Oh, okay. https://attra.ncat.org/calendar funding. calendar/funding.php.
Somebody help. They're giving out a whole lot of help.
Man, look, click. Oh. The USDA National Agriculture Library has resources on small farm funding, information about grants and loans for farmers, as well as a general funding resource page. Find a list of USDA rural development grants at https://www.rurddv.usda.gov/rd_grants.html. Also, see the Grants, Loans, and Support page of the USDA's new Know Your Farmer, Know Your Food website for an overview of federal grants and loan programs and other funding resources for farmers. Search for grants from the USDA National Institute of Food and Agriculture. Governmentloans.gov is a gateway to federal agriculture loan information. Through the USDA Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Program, SARE, farmers and ranchers can apply for grants that typically run between 500 and 15,000 for various projects. Different SARE grants are available in different regions. To learn more about available SARE grants and or apply, visit the Apply for a Grant SARE website. For tips on successfully applying for SARE grants, visit the National Agriculture Library Applying for a STAR grant page.
Hold on.
Again, all this is hot links.
Wait 1 minute. You trying to tell me if you just needed a little bit of funds, you don't need nothing major, like that $500, $600 to take care of what you need to take care of in your business, in your farming? There's a program for that?
Yep.
And matter of fact, it says grant. I don't see. Oh, no. It says grants. Okay.
Grants. That is right. Michael Fields Agriculture Institute. If you are a farmer or rural entrepreneur in the Midwest, you are invited to use a free grants advising service of the Michael Fields Agriculture Institute. Their grants advisor help you decide whether a grant would be the best way to achieve your goals. If so, he or she will help you identify a grant program that best fits your goals and helps you outline a plan of work for you to follow to meet the application deadline and all application requirements. If not, the advisor will suggest other funding resources for farmers. Examples might be federal, state, or local loan programs, loan guarantees, as well as resource information and resource persons. For more information and to be on the e-list for program announcements, please feel free to contact one of our grant advisors, Martin Belke at 608-698-9478, Martin Belke at gmail.com, or Kit Healy at 630-346-4749, Grace K. Healy at gmail.com, https://www.michaelfields.org/grants-advising-resources/. Number 3, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I posted the links back in the chat again, because this is one to where I would advise you not to let this information slip by. So if you're in the chat or if you're listening right now, please grab this link, because as you can see with the Michael Fields Agricultural Institute, it's a free grant advising service for people who live in the Midwest.
Right.
Think about that, a free grant program advising service that's going to put you in the direction of what grants you should receive and how to get them.
Right.
For free.
Hey, you on the couch.
I mean, even to the ones that don't agree on what we're saying and have different ideologies. Even the ones now that are telling people to start up businesses and stuff. Even those of you who are listening in the background. I mean, this is a time where we have to start putting petty differences aside and realize this information can help right now.
Right.
So let's fix what's wrong right now. Then once we make sure our people have shelter, food, the ability to be self-sufficient, then we can pick up these petty ideologies and debate about them then. But right now, it's too much going on to let that be the main focus. The main focus should be what works right now.
Right.
What's proven to be working right now. They ain't done. They got other funding sources.
Number 3, other funding resources for farmers. The Center for Rural Affairs is a great resource which offers a list of beginning farmer financial programs. Also, be sure to check out their Getting Started on Farm Finances page for lots of useful tips on planning your financing strategy. You know what? I just remembered again. Um, if you weren't paying attention before, to the different links and the different resources and programs and funding that's out there, one of a couple of key things that needs to be done, you do need a farmer's number. Okay. Um, these steps, these links that have the steps 1 through 5, 1 through 10, 1 through 8, 1 through whatever, follow those steps. And I say this because, again, I'm speaking on myself with talking to different people who are in different departments and part of different agencies, part of different programs, and part of different fundings for the things that I want to do. The one thing that was consistent that has been said, that has also reiterated what has been gone over on all these links, is a farmer's number. You have to be registered, you have to be known as a farmer. And one of the things of being known as a farmer is a farmer's number. That is important, that is key. Don't skip over steps, don't skip over things that need to that need to be done. Don't skip over it, because it is important. You don't want to do everything else and don't have a farmer's number, and then you go for funding and, well, you're not a farmer.
Yeah, and I haven't came across not one person or one entity that followed the steps step by step that got denied.
There you go.
You can search all day online. I promise you, you won't find it. Because if you follow the steps step by step, they're telling you how to do it. Because think about it. They got this funding that's set and they need you to do it. Look at the conditions of the nation right now.
Correct.
They need people to be self-sufficient right now. They need people to produce for themselves right now.
Correct. The Ag Grants Guru has a great blog that lists funding opportunities at the federal, state, and local level, as well as giving tips as well as giving tips on applying for, managing, and reporting for grants. Chamber of Commerce has a page on government grants for small businesses. And it is always important to remember that a farm is a small business.
Learn about what's a small business?
A farm.
Oh, so that means you can also apply through the SBA with a farm.
This is correct. This is absolutely correct. Agribusiness, agriculture business.
And how big does it have to be to be considered a farm again, Gabrielle?
It could be your front yard.
Not even a whole yard, just like
not even a whole yard. Like it could be your front yard. It doesn't even have to be. My front yard isn't even half an acre. It's like a piece of a corner of an acre. I'm just saying. Like, again, no matter how big or how small.
And the qualifications for a beginning farmer, again, is anything less than 10 years?
Right.
Oh, that's basically all of us that's on the panel.
Yep.
That's probably listening.
Yep.
That's probably in the chat.
Yep, I may got a green thumb, but I got less than 10 years. Learn about Aggie bonds for beginning farmers by clicking on the types of state ag loan programs. Drop down menu at the National Council of State Agriculture Finance Program website. Again, this whole link is full of hot links, including the titles.
Everything just a link for more resources. That leads to more resources. That lead to more resources.
Right. The National Institute of Food and Agriculture, NIFA, offers research grants through its Beginning Farmer and Rancher Development programs. The Cliff Bar Family Foundation, a number food system organization across the country, have been supported with small grants, many over several years. Note that there are strict eligibility requirements. For example, individuals are not eligible and not fundable program. For example, individuals are not eligible. Okay, I was reading it wrong. For example, individuals are not eligible and non-fundable program activities. Applications are reviewed 3 times yearly. The next due date is Monday, October 1st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The website has an extensive list by states of previously funded organizations. Learn more here. Hot link again. Hot link.
Also, you can see the design of the previous recipients of the funding, so you can model yours.
Yep.
Oh man, say it ain't so.
Yes, Wild Indian Roots, the food that you and your children grow in the front yard can qualify.
Yes, yes, and yes. Matter of fact, you can be growing it inside your house and it can still qualify.
This is correct.
I know y'all done seen these people with these micro gardens in the home that's making a killing. How do you think they doing it? That's not coming out of their pocket. They accessing the SBA, they accessing the FSA, and they accessing the USDA.
I got funds like this.
You know it.
Yes,
you watch it on YouTube.
Yes.
You watch these other people talk to you on how they made so much off of microgreens. Now take the time out and examine the mechanism on how they was able to do it. And I'm not talking about the growing part, because think about it, microgreens, they grow by themselves 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So how did they get the funding to be able to do it largely? Yes, Liz Robinson, your porch as well. Your porch as well.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that's the part that we're saying, especially when it comes down to sweat equity, that a lot of these things that we're doing naturally already, we got to remember that's labor, that's time, that's the most important part of the work, because the labor and time comes first. You do it naturally. You go to work for 2 weeks to get a check.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing it naturally from someone else. All we're saying is that sweat equity that you're putting in, log that, mark that down, track that, because that goes in your proposals.
Mm-hmm.
Time is money. Again, time is money. That's not a quote, that's a fact.
And you can't beat that with a bat.
Because what can you get back? You can get paper money back, but you can't get a second back. So which one is more valuable? Which comes first?
Time.
So you're going to let everybody else log your time. You're going to let everybody else get paid off of your time. But you're not going to log your time?
You hireling.
You know, hireling. I'm out here sweating for equity.
Yes, Papa Color ancestors. They're that small and they're still getting funding. Yes. Because again, go back to it a couple of days ago. What's the size requirement to be considered a farm?
Size requirement.
Yeah, it could be a raised bed and at your front window,
There
your
is
side
none. It's
window.
just gotta be
Yeah,
There
it
ain't
could
growing.
be.
none. I got
There
a
is
You got
plant.
to be growing it.
I got a Brussels sprout. You need some Brussels sprout?
Hmm
Yes, there is none. And just like I know Sellout said, let's say if he just grew Brussels sprouts, well, that's a specialty crop for him because that's all he's producing.
Yes,
He's
that
growing for
does
that.
falls under specialty crops. And okay, yeah, you are
So what do you
exactly
think
right.
microgreens fall under? Come on, brothers and sisters.
That's
What
a
you don't like
specialty crop.
Microgreens fall under specialty crop
Yep.
funding because you're only growing microgreens.
That's one thing.
We cooking now, y'all. Come on, throw the questions out. Like knocking them out the park. Next.
You get the home run derby right now. They just tossing them over the little fence thing, sitting down in the chair, making sure they don't get hit in the face.
I got it.
You ain't got no question.
I
You ain't never got no question.
I'm just trying to make sure we get the wheels
You threw
really
the ball.
moving.
My bad. I just got here. Just feeling the room. Peace to the chats.
Yeah, we ain't talking about making you think. And we ain't talking about come here to listen to us think. No, I want you to think on what it is that you're doing and how you can get finance off of what you're doing naturally.
Yep.
Not to come watch me do something. No, off of what you're doing.
Just think what you're trying to farm for me. Oh, think. Let your dirt run free.
Yep.
Wild Indian Roots asks, is either one of y'all in Texas or North Carolina?
Yes.
North Carolina, yeah.
Paper or plastic? Yes.
I mean, Gabrielle, wouldn't that be where you're getting all your stuff done at?
Yeah, North Carolina, absolutely.
Uh-oh, sound like there's a blueprint being made. Ooh.
Yep. And I got my
Somebody-
handy dandy notepads.
So that's what I mean, brothers and sisters, when I mean that creativity. You don't have to have outlandish space. It's how creative can you be on what you have.
Yeah.
That's what our ancestors did. Our ancestors didn't go out of the way to blow up the bank and go acquire something. They used what they had. They took what they had and turned it into something. And this is what we must remember. We waste too much time waiting on the big bag to come finances. Or the man with the briefcase don't realize he got a hammer in the other hand. Come on, man. We have to stop letting the almighty dollar be our motivation. Because if that's the main driving motivation, can't you see why we in this problem now? Still? I mean, really, it's using the skills that we have always possessed. We don't have to reinvent anything. It's already in us. It's who we are. And it's not saying everyone is going to be a farmer, no. Because there's different programs dealing out with different industries. It's just right now we're dealing with this one because it's a lot more easier and it's much needed right now because of the conditions of the majority of our brothers and sisters. But again, we have an opportunity. We have a real chance. And I can't speak for no one else. And I love everybody here. But I'm not trying to be 10 years down the line, sitting down, sipping on prune juice, talking about what we could have, should have did. We had an opportunity now. And not even halfway through the page, all these benefits. Let's go. I'm in my zone today, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm still stuck on the picture the quarter way down with the holding all the money. That's where I am still. Gabriel, you over there applying for another doing another application live on air. What's she doing over there?
Yeah, that
I'm not
total.
necessarily doing that.
But you're not necessarily not either, huh?
Listen, I'm gonna just say this: these links and these applications keep me focused on actually checking my email. I ain't used to do that. Just saying. I look forward to these responses and these helps and these guidances and these connections and these numbers and these departments. I do. Hey, you on the couch.
Better getting some dirt.
Okay, where was I at?
And you know what? Yeah, even dirt. Think about it. You ain't got to grow nothing. You could just specialize in doing dirt.
Yep.
Again, make the check shot to nobody. I'm behind Circle K right after the show. Thank you.
RAFI, RAFI USA has a publication called The Farmer's Guide to Agriculture Credits. This guide was written to help farmers understand agriculture finance and to help them be better prepared for the credit application process. It introduces more effective planning tools farmers can use to increase their opportunities in accessing capital. Also offered are appendices containing resources for further learning. I like helping understanding farming and finance. Just saying. The Center for Farm Financial Management has a number of great tools and lots of information to help farmers make sound financial decisions. Building Sustainable Farms, Ranches, and Communities is a guidebook written for anyone seeking help from federal programs to foster innovative enterprises in agriculture and forestry in the United States. Specifically, the guide addresses program resources and community development, sustainable land management, and value-added and diversified agriculture and forestry. Karen Klonsky, an extension specialist at University of California, Davis has written a simple but excellent document called How to Finance a Small Farm. And Kent D. Olson, a UC Davis Cooperative Extension economist, has written one called Farm Lease and Rents. Both publications are valuable resources and are part of the university's excellent family farm series of publications. The Carrot Project is a nonprofit.
You can lease or rent a farm. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You don't have to own it. You don't have to buy it. You can lease or rent it.
Like a business?
Yep.
I know business.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The Carrot Project is a nonprofit organization dedicated to creating financing solutions for small and mid-sized farms. limited resource farms, and those using ecologically sound practices. Our singular program model is designed to incumbate and establish alternative financing programs in combination with business technical assistance. Although their loan programs are focused specifically on farmers in New England and now expanding to New York, they do have a great deal of information that may be applicable and useful to beginning farmers everywhere. These include reports such as Lessons Learned, the 2009 Microloan Fund for New England Farmers, and our Northeast Small Farmers in a Financing Fix. Research results on financing gaps and program opportunities relevant to beginning farmer financing, and a quarterly e-newsletter. Their farmer resources page lists farm financing options. Give me just a second, please. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My background
Okay.
noisy. I'm headed back now.
Okay. Although their loan programs are focused specifically on farmers in New England and now expanding to New York, they do have a great deal of information that may be applicable and useful to beginning farmers everywhere. These include reports such as Lessons Learned, the 2009 Micro Loan Fund for New England Farmers, and our Northeast Small Farmers in a Financing Fix. Research results on financing gaps and programs opportunities relevant to beginning farmer financing, and a quarterly e-newsletter. Their farmer resource page lists farm financing options, farm businesses, and financial planning resources, and other funding resources for farmers, some of which are multi state, while others are New England and New York specific and listed by state. New England and New York farmers can apply for their farm financing program. They also provide information for investors interested in using their financial resources in a socially responsible way. By investing in projects that help to foster the growth of new farmers, definitely a fantastic project that is worth checking out for anyone interested in procuring loans to help build their farm business. Folks who want to help support the growth of small, local beginning farmers or institutions or groups thinking about starting a similar program in their area. The Equity Trust Fund is capitalized by socially motivated investors and donors. It uses its capital to make low interest loans for community development, educational, or agricultural projects that promote the long-term interests of local communities as well as their individual members, that demonstrate the efficacy of land ownership models that balance the interests of individuals and communities, that promote social and economic justice, that promote environmentally conscious, economically sustainable land use, and that would be unlikely to receive financing from conventional sources. Check out the Association for Enterprise Opportunity for information on micro enterprise loans. Kiva microloans are available to farmers all over the world to expand enterprises and fund specific projects. These interest-free loans are available as direct loans through PayPal for U.S. farmers or through partners for farmers in other parts of the world. Get started at https:/pages.kiva.org/borrow.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah.
minute.
Yep.
Kiva microloans, and they can pay directly through your PayPal?
Yep.
So you don't even have to have a bank account and then still help?
Yep.
What is this? What is this? Who made this up? Where this come from? No sellout. What you done did?
Wyatt Frost from the Center for Rural Affairs, CFRA, has kindly pointed out that most of these programs are run by the state departments of agriculture. If your state isn't listed, contact your Department of Agriculture to see if they have a new program and to make them aware that there is a demand for beginning farmer loan programs in your state. I'm sorry, this is number 4. Links to state loan programs listed alphabetically. I'm sorry, my bad.
What'd you say? That was number 44?
That was number 4.
You had that boy. All right. I'm on mute.
I'm just saying, I think I got a little excited. All these links, they purple. I'm just ready to click them again. Click, click.
Yo, it is actually awesome to click a link again, because the first time you had those eyes and now you got the new eyes. Like, hold up.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wait a minute.
But what happened if you're clicking it for the 6th, 7th time? What'd that say?
Hey, you might be insane if you say you clicking for the same results or different results. You want different results each click? It's the same link.
It's real.
They only update the copyright date at the bottom of the screen, Bones.
They do exist.
The webmaster.
You know it's bad when you can tell people what all the links gonna lead to.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is bad. It's bad.
I think that's good. That's
why I keep making
bad
the joke.
good.
Bones, did you create this website that we on right now?
I don't think so. It's all purple for me.
You be navigating it like you've been here a few times, not just once.
A fruit times.
A fruit times. Fruits and vegetable times.
I say, don't point me in no direction and don't expect for me to use it.
Because guess what? There's a program for that. There's a program for looking. I'm just searching.
It does say under number 4 that CFRA has kindly pointed out most of these programs are run by State Department of Agriculture. If your state isn't listed, contact your Department of Agriculture to see if they have a new program and to make them aware that there is the demand for beginning farmer loan programs in your state.
So hold
if your
on.
name,
Stop.
yes.
Did you read that again?
If there's not one in your state, you're just not left out. All you got to do is get with other members in your state and say that you need one. And you, hold on, what is this?
You got it.
I'm about to lose
Community.
It's witchcraft.
You can create something.
I'm going down. Somebody help me.
Grab the leaves. Grab the leaves.
Bones tall. He gonna be falling forever. This Jack of the Beanstalk. It's gonna be coming down forever. Chappelle when he was on the crutches. Little foot. Fell forever. Get you.
That boy is bad.
Off of me. I'm going on mute.
Oh, okay. Please also check out the National Council of State. Nope. Let me start over. Okay. Please also check out the National Council of State Agriculture Finance Programs and navigate to the types of state agricultural loan programs. Drop-down menu for more information about specific state beginning farmer financing programs and other funding resources for farmers, including beginning farmer Aggie bond programs. Now let's go through this list. And again, if your state is not on the list, guess what you can do? You on the couch. You can get with other people within your state and let them know there is a demand for beginning farmer loan programs in your state. Hey, we need funding. What's going on? Let's get this done. Just saying. Hey, you on the couch.
Right.
You get your people, and I get my peoples, and we get some peoples, and we go see these peoples, and we get some funding.
Right.
Man.
And they
You
can
get
start with
your
a crop swap.
seeds, and I'll go get my seeds, and we can bring our seeds together. Just saying. What? Funding? What?
And like No Sellout said, think about it. Just amongst doing that, that's a crop swap. That's a whole nother funding.
But you know what? This also
trade out plants and seeds and stuff. No, but seriously, just trading out plants and seeds. That's a whole nother program for funding, y'all.
Yep. This also tells me the fact that they're saying it. Let's say there's a state that doesn't have the loan program. To me, and again, correct me if I'm wrong in thinking this way. Again, if we don't participate, if we don't do the census, we don't do the decennial census, we don't do the ACS census, we don't do the 5-year agriculture census, we don't participate, we don't get actively involved. If your state or area your state doesn't have a program, when they say, hey, let them know that your state has a demand for new farmers loan programs, that's getting actively involved. Letting them know, hey, we're here. We want these loan programs. Go ahead and get the funding for them. Just saying.
And it
That's
goes
just my
back to
thoughts. I could be wrong.
No, you're right. And it goes back to something that Brother James has said multiple times. You wonder why behind closed doors they be laughing at us when you come down here complaining about what you gonna do for us. You ain't getting that. You get what I'm saying? That stereotype, the arguing, yelling, and screaming. When all you had to do to realize there was a system of funding already given to you. You just had to access it.
Yep.
And for anyone to tell you any different, then they have to prove. Why do you have a program that tells you if you don't have the funding, you can get together with your neighbors and you can get the funding and they'll create it for you?
Yeah, and truth be told, when you start going through these links and you start going through these programs, you see how many businesses are actually agriculture businesses. You see how much is tied to agriculture. So again, people saying, don't do this or don't do that. Again, what are they keeping you from? What are they blocking you? What are they attempting to block you from receiving?
And I'm glad you said that, Gabrielle. Because now, since you said that, I ain't gonna play no more. Let's get realistic. The clothes on your body were grown from the ground, y'all. The plastic that your food and materials come in was grown in the ground. You know the majority of plastic is soybean, y'all?
Yep.
Do you see what agribusiness is? The shoes on your feet came from a plant.
Yep.
The socks with your toes in is a plant. Oh, the nice cushion, soft seats. Oh yeah, that was grown. Oh, the thread.
T-shirts. They got it where I was watching a documentary on what's that company? Cotton. Where they got like a tree, their symbol is like a tree and it says cotton. They actually used plant recyclable plant, how they, on the science on it.
The new shirts of recyclable plants.
Yes, T-shirts. You again, going through these links, you really see how much is tied to agriculture and agribusiness. People talk about hemp, but don't realize that there are other plants, there are trees, there are so many different things that are used in the things that we use every time.
Pharmaceuticals.
Yes, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? It's everywhere. It's all around you. Everybody's been using it. Well, everybody's been producing with it. We just been consuming it. Now it's time to go back to. It's time to flip it back now, y'all.
Yeah, people. If you like essential oils falls under USDA and FSA. Period. Yep. Think about it. The tea, the things that you normally get that you don't take a second look at. I mean, you got to think from beginning to end, and I mean from beginning and the end. From the soil that's used to grow the sugar that you may buy, the agave that you may, the sweeteners that you receive. Those all come from the ground. Those all come from plants. Period. If you go into a grocery store and just look around at everything that they have in there, where's it coming from?
The ground. I mean, really? Somebody being paid to grow the material that makes the product.
Yeah, just like what we were.
Value added. I'm gonna leave it alone.
No. You're right. You're right. Because even what we were talking about this morning, when I was like, okay, they turned sand into glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Them windows that you put up, where them windows come from? Somewhere. Just saying. Just a thought. I don't know too much.
Farming is our industry. It was our ancestors' industry. It was how they was able to produce for themselves because they was growing everything they needed. We have to start thinking multi-purpose.
Yep.
See, our ancestors were conservative and realized what that meant. If they used the plant, they didn't just use one part and throw the rest of the plant away. No, they found the purpose for every part of that plant.
Yeah.
We got to remember this.
So let me read through the list. Colorado.
Please do.
Offering beginning farmers loans to the Colorado Agriculture Development Authority. For more information, visit https://www.colorado.gov/satellite/maine/CDAG/satellite/1167928162022. Again, that's a hot link. That is a hot link. A working hot link. Just saying. Illinois has a beginning farmer bond program administered through the Illinois Finance Authority, which provides reduced interest rates for purchasing farmland. For more information, visit https://www.il-fa.com/NODE/973. Iowa has a beginning farmer loan program administered through the Iowa Agriculture Development Authority. For more information on this program, visit https://www.iada.state.ia.us/bflp/index.html. Kansas has a beginning farmer loan program administered through the Kansas Development Finance Authority. For more information, visit https://www.kdfa.org/beginning farmer. Kentucky has a beginning farmer loan program administered by the Kentucky Agriculture Finance Corporation. For more information, visit https://kfc.ky.gov/KFC_beginningfarmer.html. Minnesota offers a number of different loan programs through the Rural Finance Authority. For more information, visit https://www.mda.states.mn.us/grants/loans/aggiebond.aspx. Missouri has a beginning farmer loan program administered through the Agriculture and Small Business Development Authority. For more information, visit https://www.nda.mo.gov/masbda/begfarm.htm. Kind of want to add to this. So going through these links for the states that's on this list, it's telling you the beginning farmers program, the beginning farmers loan programs, who they're associated with and who they're under. So any of the programs, the links that you go to, pay attention what programs are under what, because and it just made me think about last night's link with understanding and the night before with understanding how government is run and who's over what and who's responsible for what. It's the same thing when it comes to the programs that you're going for and the departments that you go to, understanding what department you're dealing with, what program that you're getting funded for, or what program you're going under to get funded for, so that you're paying attention to, okay, I'm using this department for this funding, I'm using this department for that funding. Yes, it's all under USDA and FSA, but you may not be going to the same building, so to speak, or the same room, so to speak, for different funding. Does that make sense?
And just real quick, Copper Color Ancestor put some information in the chat. Anyone in Texas, click that what's that Tafoga link and read it. This is a member ran program. Yes, it's
wow.
for a couple of seats that they need to fill a couple of seats. Again, it's for one in Texas, or you can click that link. And Copper Color Ancestor, thank you for putting that information out there.
Yeah.
Appreciate it all the time.
Man, yeah. See? Get all excited. That's help.
You don't realize is what we're doing here slowly is forming a cooperative, y'all.
Correct.
Peep the scene and see what's going on around you. We be thinking.
I've been thinking. Okay. Did I do Missouri? I don't think I did. Missouri has a beginning farmer loan program administered through the Agriculture and Small Business Development Authority. For more information, visit https://www.mda.mo.gov/masbda/begfarm.htm. Montana has a beginning farm ranch loan program offered through the Montana Agriculture Loan Authority. For more information, visit https://agr.mt.gov/producer/grant loans/begin-farm-ranch/. Nebraska has a beginning farmer and rancher loan program administered through the Nebraska Finance Investment Authority. For information on this program, visit https:// https://www.nifa.org/programs/index.html ?
The illest farm in
Okay.
Nebraska.
Oh yeah, this link keeps going, so click the link. Oklahoma. Beginning Farmer Loan Program, OBFLP, helps provide additional credit options for those entering farming. The loan can be used to obtain or improve capital items such as agricultural land and property, depreciable machinery and equipment, and/or breeding livestock. For information, visit https://pods.dacsn.edu/get/get/document-1807/AGEC -2234 web13.pdf. Okay, so that's a PDF.
You better than
All
me. I'd like click the link.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Pennsylvania has a next generation farmer loan program offered through the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture. For more information, visit https://www.newpa.com. Find and apply for funding /funding and program. Hot link. Washington State has a beginner farmer rancher loan program offered through the Washington State Housing Finance Commission and Northwest Farm Credit Services. For more information, visit https://www.wshfc.org/farm-ranch/index.htm. Number 5, Farm Credit Cooperatives. Farm credit cooperatives are often a great option for funding resources for farmers, including farm loans and other financial services for new and beginning farmers. For a nice overview article explaining what farm credit cooperatives are and how they might assist you, check out the guest post written for us by Gary Madison, VP for Young Beginning Small Farmer Programs and Outreach at the Farm Credit Council. https://beginningfarmers.org. Farm credit cooperatives offer loan options for you. Okay, yeah. Click the link. Every farm credit institution has every farm credit institution has some kind of enhancement program for young, beginning, and small YBS farmers. Since each of those 90 institutions is independently operated, their YBS programs are not the same. They are tailored to local needs. Many farm credit institutions have what they offer on their websites, but many do not go into specifics unless a local office is contacted. To find your nearest farm credit office, go to https://www.farmcreditnetwork.com/about/locations.
A link to to more info that helps.
Yep.
Strike.
AG Country Farm Credit Services works to support the successful entry of young and beginning farmers into production agriculture through specialized credit underwriting, educational, informational programs, and other activities. The Farm Credit Council serves young, beginning, and small farmers and ranchers. Greenstone Farm Credit Services has special programs for young and beginning farmers. Number 6, commercial lenders. Loans.com is a web portal to 750 commercial lenders. Mortgage 101 provides a list of lenders, a mortgage calculator, information on mortgage rates, and more. The American Bankers Association has an agriculture banking page. Bank of America, agriculture loans, finance equipment, land, or production expenses related to farming and ranching with various repayment terms. U.S. Bank, agriculture loans, line or load financing for equipment expenses, livestock, or crop production with adjustable repayment schedules. Janus Mortgage has loan packages for purchasing agriculture land. Investors Resource Alliance provides agriculture business plan, funding, and borrower or investment loans for the purchase of goods and services to produce agriculture products. For additional farming resources from beginningfarmers.org at https://www.beginningfarmers.org/additional-farming-resources/ hot link page. Just saying. Let me bookmark real quick. Even though it's all purple, I don't mind rereading. New eyes.
I mean, what can you say?
Huh.
Nuh-uh. You read all that, and all I gotta say is nuh-uh. Nah, that's man. What is these links, man?
And let me just add, looking on this page, okay, to the left, it also has other hot links. Funding resources for farmers, loans, grants, starting a farm, farm jobs and internships, farm business planning, start raising chickens, finding land to farm, goat farming, mushroom production resources, military veteran farmer training, additional farming resources. I'm just saying.
Super Saiyan.
5.
I'm just saying, it's even got an ad for a Bobcat, compact tractors, no chores. You know what? I'm so looking forward.
I told myself I wasn't going to do it, y'all. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, but real talk, I'm in my zone today. All these people keep hollering they want to smoke, but over here we got that fire.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't smoke come
I'm
off
about
fire.
to say they want the smoke. They must not
blew
have
over
enough
there.
leaves.
Oh,
They don't have enough
know how the
leaves.
fire starts, then the smoke blow over to other neighbors. That's what happened.
Yeah, they ran out
Fire
of
over
leaves.
here,
That's what
smoke
that
over
was.
there. I got it.
They ran out of leaves. They didn't have enough straw.
I really want to know what is debatable about this. Really, what is it to these are programs?
I know what the debate is. I know what the debate is. Should I click the link on the couch or click the link in my bed?
I know, right? Don't forget about the bathroom.
Yeah, there
What
you go.
you do as long as you click the link, and matter of fact, if you don't click the link, it's not gonna hurt the brothers and sisters that do.
Right?
It's your
You know
choice
what?
again.
I'm glad you said that. And here's why. If you don't click the link, somebody else will.
Mm-hmm.
The programs are there. The programs have been there. We see that most of these programs were established in the early 1900s, in the late 1800s, mid 1800s, early 1800s. These programs have been here, and there are other programs that get added onto the programs based off of the needs that need to be met. So if you don't click the link, somebody else will. And if you don't click the link, that's fine, because I'm a click. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm gonna speak for me. I'm clicking.
Problem is, people are Europeanized and don't even know it.
Correct.
I mean, straight up. Like I
Yeah,
said, I ain't pulling
you are correct.
People are Europeanized and don't even know it because you want to argue and get mad about producing for yourself. You then stay a consumer. Ain't nobody begging you not to be a consumer. If you want to live the rest of your life as a consumer, go ahead. That's your right. But
This
those
is
of
what
us who want to produce and leave something behind for future generations, just stay out the way and let us do what we got to do.
yeah.
And none of this is debatable.
No, you are exactly right. I'll say this. When you have bell peppers, let's say if you just do it for yourself, okay? When you have, let's say you use onions, bell peppers, jalapenos, chili peppers, all that. Let's say this is what you use, mushrooms, all that. Grow it in a raised bed. Grow it in the ground in your backyard, in the front yard, in a pot. Grow it in your yard and see how much less you purchase in a grocery store. See what you don't leave your house for. See that you got an extra $10 because you didn't have to buy a bag of potatoes, a bag of onions, a 3-pack of bell peppers. See what extra money you have in your account, in your pocket, wherever, whatever it is. See what you don't spend your money on when you start producing for yourself.
I'm glad you said that. Because how do you think our ancestors and the majority of the people in the 40s, 50s, and 60s and 70s, and even a little bit in the 80s, finance their sales? Remember, at a time, people didn't go to the bank for financing. They financed their sales because they wasn't spending their money on their needs. You provided your own needs.
And needs always come before wants. This is something I used to tell my children. We go out and they be like, Mommy, can I get this? I'd be like, all right, needs before wants. We get all our needs first. Whatever we got left over, then we can take care of wants. You got it. The same thing now. Take care of your needs before your wants. What are you going to need for if you're...
If I got everything I need, who cares about a want?
Yeah, what you want? What you want?
I don't want nothing if I got everything I need. What is a want to a need? If all my needs are met, what is a want?
Yep. Do you know, I realize, like, I don't have a TV, but I have a Fire Stick. And it's one of those things that the more time you spend on working on your needs, you don't have time for anything else because you got stuff to do.
Exactly. That's why I say, what is a want? That don't even register. Don't even exist when you're working on your needs.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't doing this because we want to do this. We doing this because we need to do this. That's
Exactly.
the difference. That's the real difference. I mean, a whole page full of hot links. They're straight fire. Fire
It's on
department said they not even coming
fire.
out. They said they ain't not even coming out. Too much heat. Nothing they can do. They like Usher, let it burn.
Mm. Just click the link.
Click that link. Click that link.
Click that link. Click that link.
Think about it. It's a link that you can click that ain't gonna lead you into trouble.
Man, for real.
Trouble with your life. Trouble with your life.
I mean, just on the links alone. Okay, here it's not.
Don't leave the links alone.
Yeah, I know, right? Really understanding. People say they know business, they know law, they know this, they know that. Click the links. What do you really know? What do you really know about business? What do you really like? All these things, law, business, and law. All right.
Man, they don't even know Jack. And I talked to Jack last night. He said he don't know that.
You know what? They know Jack. They know Jack in a box.
You know what? I was about to say swear jar because I thought you were gonna say something else.
Well, I
You're
had
right.
I had to say Jack in a box. I'm just
Mhm.
doing it like that.
It's a quick drive through. You know,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
California they got the glass the glass up at night. You know, 'cause some of them 24 hours. You ain't gonna be robbed, it's me. Matter of fact,
Yeah, like,
every last
look,
somebody
quick.
been to Jack in the Box you've been to on the West Coast.
You
I
said
mean,
what?
people ask for proof and sources, right?
Mhm.
What more proof and source? What more proof do you have than people in actual communities using these programs and being successful? The source, the USDA. That's an
Right.
easy source. You don't got to dig to find that. You put USDA in your any search engine is popping back.
Yep.
Matter of fact, you don't even have to. You can find them offline in your local area, or municipality, or township, or borough.
Yep.
Offline, you can go see these people.
Again, click the link. If you know, I've heard people say they ain't doing this, they ain't doing that. Well, what you doing for real? What are you doing? If they ain't doing it, do something about it. If it's not established, create it. There are programs and funding for you to create something that is not there. Crazy enough, every idea that I've had, and which I appreciate, there's nothing new under the sun. Every idea that I've had, shout out to you, Bones, for sharing with me links to the USDA, to FSA. My ideas can be funded because there are programs. Somebody else had that idea. Someone else said this was a need that needed to be taken care of. Not only did that program get established, there's funding implemented every year, and that funding sits there. There are programs out there under the USDA and FSA where funding sits there every year because it doesn't get implemented because people aren't participating, people aren't actively getting involved. People are complaining, but people aren't doing. Just saying. I'm just saying.
So when people ask you where the bag at, your local USDA, your local
Exactly.
FDA, your FSA.
Mama and daddy got a bag
Mhm.
through the USDA.
Where grandma and granddaddy got their bag from.
Man,
Better go back and look at them records.
what
Y'all done
is the
seen the census.
problem?
Hold on. Let's stop. Like I said, ain't holding no punches today. We done seen the census records where our relatives marked down as farmers. The
Yep.
census was doing allocation of resources at that time, brothers and sisters.
Yes, they were.
They wasn't getting financed and funded. They was doing sharecropping.
Yep.
They were doing world trade with this. It's the same mechanisms that allowed our ancestors to be self-sufficient during the financial crisis of their time. Because they
Mhm.
wasn't dependent on the system. And using the system to be self-sufficient does not make you dependent. The programs are designed for you to be able to maintain it on your own. They're just helping you design it, put it in the right place, letting you know what departments that you need to talk to, that you need to have relationships with so you can be successful.
I mean, okay. So I've said before in different conversations that children are young adults in training, right? And when you really think about it, as children, we are young adults in training. We are learning how to interact, how to maintain, how to manage, and how to deal with adult life when we enter into it. We get that guidance and that help from the adults in our life. When we tell others not to participate, not to utilize the programs, not to utilize the funding, what we're ultimately doing, and I'm just saying we, because I'm not saying everybody does this, but those that do it. What we are ultimately doing by telling people not to participate is we're contributing in a negative way to teaching people how to be hungry, teaching people how to not think for themselves, not to be stable on their own. We're contributing to a dependency that doesn't need to be necessary.
And what's crazy is people argue about it. And this is the part where I laugh, because all of us, at least one time in our life, played some type of sport. Whether it was a child, middle school, high school, college, whatever.
Right.
When you play a sport, don't you go to someone else's program?
Yep.
Don't you use someone else's facility that was funded by outside sources?
Yep.
Don't you learn their strategies and their training to harness the best of your skills in whatever position of sport it is?
Yep.
And it's training so that way you can be the most efficient that you can be in whatever position you choose. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if we all can accept this, brag about it, cheer it on weekends, do it at family get-togethers, what's the problem when it's time to apply the same mechanism to everyday life outside of entertainment? Because it seems to me we got it mastered on the entertainment side, y'all.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Lockdown. International.
Mechanism. It's embedded in us as children. So why we can't take this same mechanism and switch it? Remove it from the entertainment side and put it in our everyday life. And actually apply it to moving forward. I mean, we don't have to reinvent anything. Everything we need has always been here. Everything we need to be successful is right in front of our face. We've always had it. We walk on it every day. I'm back, another call.
It is Friday, ain't it?
You know it.
It's Friday?
It's Friday.
No, yeah, I ain't
Trying to figure out why Bones turned up.
I can't even say it's another day to me. I'm just saying, it's Friday?
It's Friday?
Mm-hmm.
We're in the day, don't it?
Man, I got life goals.
Listen, why you think there's so much fire in here? It's Friday.
Right?
But again, seriously, this is the time for us to move forward, to take what's right in front of us, what's always been in us, and apply it to our everyday lives, to our communities, to becoming self-sufficient again. And yes, I say again, because not too long ago, we were self-sufficient people. And the only thing that changed is us, because the same mechanism still exists. The same tools still exist. The same opportunities, even more if you take the time out to really research, exist. Then you start to realize the real problem is us, because some of us have become the colonizer, whether willingly or unknowingly. Every time we pull our people further and further and further away from things that they can do to becoming self-sufficient. And again, we are not saying this is the only way. Everyone don't have to be a farmer. This is just one way. But there's multiple programs and every skill set available. So whatever it is you desire, whatever it is your skill set is, you can pursue it. But then again, it's up to you to take the opportunity, get out, reach out to like-minded individuals, understand how the system works, understand how the local government works, and on the federal level and state level, understand the powers that you do have. Even to finally understanding when we do have a gripe with the system, the right branches of government to take these complaints to, so we can get real action done. I mean, are we so proud that we can't admit that we have made a mistake, that we have viewed a lot of things wrong? Because in reality, that's what it is that true indeed, someone told us wrong, but we the ones who accepted it. We didn't do our due diligence to research what we was told. So that responsibility still has to fall on us. But the wonderful thing about it is we are aware now. And it's not what we have done that will define us. It's what we will do moving forward that will. So again, take this time out to spread this information. Use the weekend to talk to like-minded individuals, family members, to start seeing what ideas we can start getting generated to start bringing about this change. Because we know waiting, things gonna remain the same. We know complaining, nothing's gonna happen. So again, we have an opportunity. We're here for a real reason. Now, will history look back at us as the people that coulda, woulda, shoulda? Or will it be defined in stone that any time in the future our people ever feel lost, stranded, belittled, they can look back at what we have done as a reminder to what the American Indian can accomplish when we become a community again, when we embrace our responsibilities, when we take the punches that life gives us and we keep moving forward. Not because we want to, because we need to. It's who we are.
With 'em.
Again, everything happens for a reason. With everything slowing down, not just locally, on the planet, it gives us a chance to take this time to dig into this information, to start putting plans together. Because when it starts back, and believe it will start back, because nothing lasts forever, we will be in proper place to take full advantage this time around. That's the beauty in this, brothers and sisters, that the divine creator is giving us an opportunity to get our affairs right, to fix our mistakes amongst each other, within our households, amongst brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, grandparents, even friends. To take the time to realize that once we all made mistakes that led into this, but that will not define us. It's when we accept what we did and embrace the responsibility on fixing it that will. And that we are not alone. That even now there's thousands more like us that we don't know. But that's why we will continue to build. Because as we move forward, we will grow. But the right way. The way that will ever last. That will stand the test of time. Again, we are that remnant, brothers and sisters. And I thank all of you for embracing that responsibility. And we will not lose. And we will not waver. We will succeed. It's already written. We just got to follow through with our actions. And I guess on that note, we can go ahead and let the brothers and sisters get their day on the road, because I know there's a lot of individuals that's dying to dig into these programs. They probably looking them up now. It's that time.
Salivations. Continue on your genealogical journey. Do your genealogy. Know who you are so that no one can tell you who you are. Genealogy is key and genealogy is important. One of many records that is pulled are census records. Again, genealogy is key and genealogy is important. Know who you are so that no one can tell you who you are. Pass it along to your children, your friends, your family, your neighbors, so they can know who they are, so no one can tell them who they are. Anyone telling you not to do genealogy and that genealogy is important, who did they come from? And that's just my question. Who did you just miraculously just appear? You became an adult, no mother, no father, no grandparents, no grandmother, no grandfather. How did you get here? Since genealogy isn't important. Where did you come from? But again, doing your genealogy and knowing who you are so that no one can tell you who you are also plays a role in when someone tells you not to do genealogy and you don't do it and they tell you who you are. Just saying, genealogy is important. Genealogy is key. Census Day was April 1st, but it does not mean that you can't still do the census. Do the census, the decennial census, not just because it's required by the law, but make yourself count so that you can count. 70 years from now, 150 years from now, your children's children, your relatives will be looking for you. Census records. We're pulling census records now in our genealogy to our ancestors. Genealogy will be used to find you. Do the census. You got the decennial census that happens every 10 years. You've got the ACS census that is selected by addresses. So if your address is chosen and receives the ACS census, fill out that census. Filling out that census affects funding, affects programs. Again, that is one of many ways that our voice gets heard, that our voice gets out there. That is one of many ways. Participate, do the census. Make yourself count so that you can count. Then there's the 5-year agriculture census. Do the census. If you don't do the census, somebody else will. Another business will. Another community will. Another neighbor will. Make yourself count so that you can count. Participate. Get actively involved. Again, the census affects so many different aspects of our life, from businesses to schools to programs to funding. Do the census. Get actively involved. Know what's going on. Know what's going on in your city. Get on the city, county, and state's website, Facebook page. Get those notifications. Know what's going on. Click the links. USDA, FSA. There is so much that ties to agriculture. I mean, What's wrong with learning? What's wrong with knowing? What's wrong with having? What is wrong? What is wrong with being self-sufficient? Just saying. Get actively involved. Have those conversations. Peace to the chat, peace to the panel, peace to the silent majority. With that being said, shout out to Double Cousin for your wise words. Appreciate you.
I thought he was done.
The beginning of knowledge is the discovery of something we do not understand. Knowledge is intrinsic and is built from the ground up. And again, it is impossible for a man to learn what he or she thinks they already know. Peace to the panel, peace to the chat, peace to the silent majority.
All righty, what you got for no Salat?
It is Friday, right? Like I am really just realizing that it's Friday. I think I heard it in your voice, Bones. It's Friday. Man, shout out to the information that we have here. This is free information. You don't have to pay for this. It will be on the forum and it will be in the archives on YouTube. And other we're on Twitch too, other places. We everywhere. So man, don't make any excuses, please. Not near me. There is nothing new under the sun. But that does not mean you've seen everything already. You have not seen it all. So if you have an idea, if you have any motivation to do anything, do it. It's now the time to do it. We are in the times that you can do things. We've been in those times actually, but yeah, if you're at home still and you weren't at home before, you might want to try something out. You got time to do it. Don't waste it. Questions, comments, concerns, and or corrections, please email us at autonomousAssembly@gmail.com. Check out the website, check out the forum, Zoom link, Zoom dial-in number. Children are using Zoom. You can use it. Peace, y'all. Hit us up.
Got a point there. Thanks again, Gabrielle and No Sellout, for the work that you put in. Also the active chat and the silent majority, because it's when we all come together, it makes this possible for us to spread information, and not just spread the information, actually apply it and put it to use. And to those that say otherwise, that disagree, that have a problem with working within your local government, my question is, what if I told you that what you do every day coming on YouTube, talking about whatever it is you want to talk about, that there's also programs and funding for that? So you can turn that into a business for your community and help your family and your loved ones, instead of being 15 hours hoping to get something from out of a chat from someone from a community that's trying to find their way. That you can actually log your time, mark it down, put it in a proper structure, and receive funding through a lot of these programs to turn it into a service for the community. I want you to think about that for a second and ask yourself, knowing that, who's really doing what? To my brothers and sisters out there, continue the work that you're doing. Continue accessing these programs so that you can become self-sufficient. Drown out the noise of people who claim that they know but don't know. The best thing that you can do is show them through your actions, through the proof, as we uplift our communities one at a time. Continue working on your genealogy, so therefore you may find out who you are and find your tribe. And if you choose to be a part of that, you can choose just to embrace the culture or choose to do nothing at all. Again, that's your choice, but at least you know. So until we link up to the next live stream, remember we love you and peace.
Peace, everybody.
It's Free Smoke Friday, y'all. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, just tap in.
More like a tap out.
Nah, peace, y'all. Just make it.
Game over, man. Game over.
Warning, warning, warning. Hard hats, pickaxe, shovels, boots required.